Hello everybody, and today I will be presenting John Locke to you. The first part I will be looking at is John Locke's life. In this part we shall take a look at the life that John Locke led. We shall take a look at how his parents and how his life ended. John Locke's father. So John's parents, who were named John Locke and Agnes Keene. John was an attorney who served as clerk to the justices to the peace, but before this he also served as captain of the cavalry for the parliamentarians during the early English Civil War. Locke's mother and brothers. Agnes Keene was talked about very little, and the information there is on her is likely wrong. John had two siblings, both brothers, which there is also little to no information on. John's life. John Locke was born in Rington, Somerset, England on August 29th, 1632, and he was baptized the day he was born, as his parents were highly religious Puritans. Soon after John was born, his family moved to Pensford, which was 7 miles from Bristol. In 1647, Locke was sent to the Westminster School in London under the recommendation of Alexander Popham, a member of Parliament, and his father's former commander. After finishing his studies at Westminster, he was accepted into Christ Church, Oxford, in the autumn of 1652 at the age of 20. John found that he wasn't as interested in the classical curriculum of the school and was more interested in modern philosophers such as René Descartes. Later, through his friend Richard Lower, who he met at Westminster, Richard introduced John to medicine. John gained a bachelor's degree in February 1656 and a master's degree in June 1658. He obtained a Bachelor of Medicine in February 1675. During this time, he worked with Richard Lower, Robert Boyle, Thomas Willis, and Robert Hooke. In 1666, he met Lord Anthony Ashley Cooper, who came to Oxford looking for help to treat a liver infection. Ashley was impressed with Locke and persuaded him to work for him as his doctor. In 1667, Locke moved to Lord Ashley's estate as his personal doctor. In London, Locke continued his medical studies with the help of Thomas Sydenham, who had a major effect on Locke's natural philosophical thinking, which would become clear in one of his books. Locke's knowledge of medicine was put to the test when Ashley's liver infection became life-threatening. Locke got the advice of several physicians and was able to persuade Lord Ashley to undergo surgery to remove the infection. Ashley survived and prospered, crediting Locke with saving his life. Locke became involved in politics when Ashley became Lord Chancellor in 1672, being created first Earl of Shaftesbury in 1673. Shaftesbury fell from favor in 1675. Locke then travelled across France as a tutor and medical attendant to Caleb Banks. He went back to England in 1679 when Shaftesbury's political place became positive. Around this time, probably at Shaftesbury's prompting, Locke composed the bulk of the two treaties of government. Locke spent some time in the Netherlands after suspicion of being involved with an assassination attempt on the king and his brother. The time he spent in Holland he used to work on writing an essay concerning human understanding and the letter of toleration. When Locke returned to England accompanied by Queen Mary II in 1689, most of Locke's publishings took place upon his return from Holland. His writings, Essay Concerning Human Understanding, and the two treaties of government, and a letter concerning toleration, all appearing in quick succession. Locke's close friend Lady Masham invited him to join her at Oates, the Masham's country house in Essex. Although his time there was marked by bad health from asthma attacks, during this period he discussed matters of such figures as John Dryden and Isaac Newton. He died on October 28, 1704, and is buried in the churchyard in the village of Highlever, east of Harlow in Essex, where he lived at the household of Sir Francis Masham since 1691. Locke never married, and he never had kids. John Locke's theories and philosophy. In this part, we shall take a look at John Locke's theories and philosophies as well as his writings. Locke had a profound influence on political philosophy, in particular on modern liberalism. Michael Zuckert has argued that Locke launched liberalism by tempering Hobbesian absolutism and clearly separating the realms of church and state. He had a strong influence on Voltaire, who called him Le Sage Locke. His argument concerning liberty and the social contract later influenced the written works of Alexander Hamilton, James Madison, Thomas Jefferson, and other founding fathers of the United States. One passage from the second treatise is in the Declaration of Independence, the reference to a long train of abuses. Locke argued that people have rights such as the right to life, liberty, and property, that have a foundation independent of the laws of any particular society. Now, to better understand his philosophies, we will watch this short video.